Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Jennifer. I'm from Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and we are here in the kitchen today making homemade apple cinnamon bread. It's apple season, it's fall, it's the perfect time to make those comfort breads using seasonal produce. The recipe that we're using is a classic recipe, and I will share it in the comments at the end of the live. You could also substitute apples for zucchini. So you can use the exact same recipe. If you have zucchinis in your garden and you want to use them up, you could actually make zucchini bread or apple bread. So we're going to use apples today. So the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And I've already greased my loaf pan. You can use spray. I personally just like to use butter. I'll just wipe the pan with butter and sprinkle a little bit of flour on the bottom so it doesn't stick. I know when we all bake, sometimes we have those mishaps where the baked good sticks to the bottom. So you really want to grease it good. So I'll put that to the side. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. All right, so I have all my ingredients ready prepped. We're going to start with the wet ingredients. So the apple, that's our star of our show today with our bread. And I've already taken about a cup of apples. It was about 2 apples that were pretty small. And I basically just cut a piece. I kind of just cut the skin off. And then I took my grater and just grated the apples. So you just want shredded apples just like this. So you can just shred them down. So I already have 1 cup in here. Let me get my spatula. Okay, I also beat 1 egg. So it's 1 cup of apples, it's 1 egg. And now if you ever see a recipe calling for oil in muffins or in a quick bread, I substitute applesauce every time. Doesn't matter what kind of bread I'm making, but since it's apple, it's gonna bring extra flavor. So I have here just unsweetened applesauce, 1/4 a cup. So if your kiddos are in the kitchen and they are helping you bake, there's a little bit left of the applesauce that they could scoop out and enjoy. Okay, and we have 1 cup of sugar. So just granulated sugar, about 1 cup. Sometimes I go a little shy of the cup. Okay, so that's the wet ingredients. We're just gonna gently mix this up. Just so all the sugar is dissolved. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside and I'm going to prepare my dry ingredients. So I have, I should have did the opposite, right? Yeah, let's convert this. Sorry guys, I should have used that for my big bowl because we're gonna put the dry in with the wet. Okay. All right. So we have 1½ cups of flour. Okay. So 1½ cups of flour. And when you're scooping the flour, make sure you level it out. So always in baking, you want it level. And 1/2 cup. So 1½ cups of flour. Okay, we're going to do our cinnamon. We're going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. That could be even heaping if you like more cinnamon flavor. Okay, we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, and we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, so that's all our ingredients. We're going to give this a gentle mix. We're going to add this all together. I could just smell that cinnamon. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. So we're just straight up apple bread. If your family loves nuts, you can definitely add about a half a cup of chopped walnuts or your favorite nut. If you like cranberries, you can certainly add that. So I'm just doing it straight up, but you can definitely, once this is all blended together, that's when you can add your add-ins. Okay, this is looking good. You just want to combine all that flour and the dry ingredients. Now we're making a loaf. If you would like to make apple cinnamon muffins, it's the same recipe. Instead of using the loaf pan, you can just grab your tin, your 12 muffin tin, grease that, and then you would bake it for about 15 to 20 minutes. So if you're short on time and you want to make muffins, that's a great option. Okay, I have my greased pan, and we're just going to add this in. Oh, that smells good. Okay. And you just want to evenly, it's kind of a thick batter, so you're just going to want to evenly spread that out. And I love that there's the bits of the apple chunk in here, so when this bakes, and I have one already made, you'll see all the apple chunks. Okay, so that is ready to go. I'm going to put this in the oven at 350. Okay, that's going to bake for about 55 minutes. When it comes out of the oven, you can definitely, put a toothpick or a knife to check the consistency that it's done. Pull it out of the oven, let it sit on the counter for about 5 or 10 minutes, just to cool. If the bread sticks to the edges, just take your sharp knife and just gently loosen the edges and then dump it on a cooling rack, let it completely cool. So here's our finished product. Okay, a nice loaf, it's golden, and I'm going to show you, see the bits of the apple pieces in there, right? Oh, this is going to be so great to have with my coffee later and to have for breakfast tomorrow. I like to eat it just like this. If you want to put some topping on it, you can put some cream cheese or you can put some apple butter and kick up that apple flavor. So I will share the recipe. It's a great basic recipe that you can use for homemade apple cinnamon bread or, like I said, zucchini bread. Have a great weekend.